T1. So two property stocks where the brokerage notes are fairly optimistic at this point in time. So we're about to get started. Cautiously optimistic, positive bias. Can the bulls pick up the momentum? That's the critical question. And can FMCG stop falling at least? If not, moving higher, can those stocks stop pulling the index on the downside? The bell has gone. Okay. JSW Steel is the winner, about 1% up on that stock. There's BEL, which is reacting well to some recent order win announcements. Grasim, Wipro, Tata Motors, which is hiking prices of some of its models, up about 0.5%. Infosys is contributing on the upside. Apollo Hospitals, Shriram Finance. So you can see there are no clear sectoral moves, at least as of now. It's very disconnected and disjoint. And it's also shifting extremely fast. On the downside, Tech Mahindra, Titan, Axis Bank, TCS. These are some of the names on the way down. SBI Life down about 0.2% as we speak. Let's look at some of the consumer stocks and see what's going on. Very flat now. So like I said, they've at least stopped falling more. I mean, yesterday, that painful reaction to Godrej has played out. Lever is flat. There's some additional selling in Trent, 0.5% down on Trent. Tata Consumers are also on the flat line. That's how it's playing out. So extremely quiet for the large cap space. The Nifty is barely changed, 10 points up.
Well, that's right. Well, let's look at a few stocks then. Greaves Cotton, the stock is bucking the trend because, noted investor Mr. Vijay Kedia went ahead and bought a stake in the company yesterday. It ended at the high point of the day yesterday. And in fact, today as well, it's following in on those gains. I'll be interested to see whether it sustains these gains because currently the stock has very, very large volumes. And yesterday as well, it already had ended higher. ITI continues its good run. The stock is up close to around 35% in a single month. Not making a mistake. Yesterday and today, it's up more than 20%. Today as well, it's higher. Swiggy, swigging it away, because of that brokerage note that Mangalam told us about. So that stock as well doing quite well. Relica is the other one that I'm looking at. There is hopes that, in fact, that Berman open offer gets the green signal. So that explains why that stock is doing quite well. Let's pull up JTL as well. You have Phillip Capital that's come out with a note. Yesterday the stock had ended lower, but now they're expecting more than a 45% upside to JTL. So, they've given their reasons with regard to profitability, volumes, capacity, balance sheet in better shape as well. It's come up drastically from the recent peak, but JTL is a stock maybe that should come up for you on the screen. As of now, we'll wait by up close to around 1%.
All right, we'll keep an eye out on that. A couple of these interesting moves coming by in the jewelry space. We have Kalyan Jewelers, which is slightly under pressure. Titan from the bottom, from the frontline end is not doing too well. But the smaller jewelry players are doing a lot better. We have something like Thangamal Jewelry, TBZ, all of them bucking the trend in the overall weakness that we're seeing in the jewelry space itself. But the stocks that really are on fire this morning, we have IRB Infra. November toll collections rising by 23%. That stock is up around 2.5-3% Metropolis, the stock recovered about 4% from the lows yesterday's trading session on the back of that core diagnostics announcement that has come in. That stock is up around 1.6%. Glenmark as well. The street likes the data that is coming from the trial, the first clinical trial of the cancer drug. So that stock too sitting with a gain of almost 3%. Syngene, there are reports that Biocon will sell about 2% stake via a block deal at about 825 odd rupees. Wonder whether the deal has happened or not because stocks surged closer to around 900 rupees out there. BEL, an order win of close to around 634 odd crores, so mild green on that stock. Just keep an eye out on LIC now as well because this is the first monthly data that has come in ever since the stock's inclusion in FNO. And it's weak growth on a favorable base. So the stock, because it's in the FNO, will perhaps see action on both the long and the short side, and as a result of which the stock down about 0.6%.
I just want to point out some more names. It's a very quiet day for the index, but don't let the index fool you because there's so much going on at the individual stock level. Just heard us speak with Borosil Renewables. Now that stock is up about 4.5%.